Okay, let's dive deep. Today, we're really getting into Katseye's track, Gnarly. We've got the official music video transcript and, the actual lyrics.
Right, those are our main sources.
And the mission, basically, is to peel back the layers on this song. Go deeper than just the surface swagger, like a proper music review.
Exactly. We're aiming for that kind of professional breakdown, looking at what the song's saying, how it's saying it.
Yeah, the lyrics, the feel, the vocals.
The production hints we can pick up, and maybe what it tells us about Katseye, as artists just starting out.
So right off the bat, what jumps out is just how much they use the word gnarly. It's everywhere, established in Korean and English right at the start.
Yeah, it's like their go-to word for anything good.
Totally. They literally say they could describe everything with one single word, like, and then bam, this list. Boba tea, gnarly.
Gnarly.
Fried chicken.
Also gnarly.
Even Hollywood Hills parties. It's quite a range.
And that mix is interesting, isn't it? Putting like everyday stuff right next to more aspirational things.
Yeah.
It immediately kind of makes gnarly this really flexible, almost aspirational label for them. It works for everything.
Right.
And then, crucially, the song itself is gnarly. And the new beat, that's fucking gnarly. Which really brings it all back to the music itself.
It really hammers home that this isn't just, like, random slang. They're almost branding their whole vibe with it. It's their stamp of approval. Then you dig into the themes, and wow, the confidence just pours out. Lines like, I'm the shit, I'm the shit.
Oh, yeah.
And that Korean bit, ooh, 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 baby, Trina coffee.
Yeah.
There's zero hesitation there.
That direct self-assuredness, it's definitely a core theme. And it gets pretty boastful, too, doesn't it?
It really does.
Making beats for a boring, dumb bitch. Fucking gnarly.
Oh, yeah.
And, oh, yo, you jealous of my mansion. Yeah, the view is fucking gnarly. It's super direct, like unapologetically saying we're better.
Right. There's a real swagger to it.
And maybe, for a debut single, that kind of bold statement is exactly the point. They're saying, here we are, pay attention. They believe in what they're doing.
Makes sense. And what about the gang gang part? That keeps coming back. Feels like it's doing something specific.
Yeah, the gang gang refrain is definitely noticeable. It could just be about, the group sticking together, that camaraderie.
Like a team thing.
Could be. Or maybe it's also trying to pull the listeners in, create this kind of in-group vibe around their sound. Like, you're part of the gang if you get this. It's definitely a sonic marker for the track.
Okay, so putting all that together, what's the overall emotional vibe? Because it's definitely not quiet or, like, introspective.
No, definitely not. The main feeling is just high energy, super confident, even playful, I'd say.
Playful, yeah, I get that.
There's this real celebratory feel, especially with lines like, oh my God, this song's so lit, congratulations.
Right.
And even that harsher line you mentioned, the boring, dumb bitch one, it almost feels less like real anger and more like part of the attitude.
Like flexing, almost.
Exactly. It adds a bit of an edge, a bit of defiance to the whole celebratory mood. It's attitude.
Okay, let's talk about how they actually say all this. We hear Yoonchae kick things off, then Daniela, Megan, Lara, Manon, Sophia. They all get moments.
Yeah, and you can just imagine how the delivery itself pushes that slangy, confident vibe, right?
Totally.
The way they actually say the lines, the inflection, the attitude, that's got to be key to making the swagger land. And using the whole group for the pre-chorus and post-chorus, especially that Na-na-na-na-gnarly hook.
Oh, yeah, that's catchy.
Super catchy. It builds this like collective energy. It reinforces the main idea, makes gnarly almost like a chant.
Yeah.
And those na-na-nas, they're classic pop hooks for a reason. They just stick in your head.
And even without hearing the actual track, just from the lyrics, you get some strong clues about the production, don't you think?
Oh, absolutely.
That line about the new beat being gnarly, fucking gnarly, that feels important.
It really does.
Yeah.
It strongly suggests the beat itself is like really powerful. It's probably the driving force of the whole song.
Yeah, the foundation.
And the repetition, all the gnarlies and the na-na-na hook, that points to production designed to be instantly memorable, super catchy.
Right. Earworm territory.
Definitely. Plus, that line about making beats for a boring, dumb bitch. It hints that maybe the production isn't just standard pop. It might be kind of hard-hitting, maybe a bit unconventional, something they think stands out.
Interesting. Now, shifting gears a bit, thinking like literary devices, there's some clear stuff happening. That repetition we keep mentioning, gnarly, I'm the shit, it's constant.
Yeah, And that's not accidental, right? It's textbook emphasis. It
Right.
creates this central idea, this motif that just drills those phrases into your brain. They become the anchors of the song.
Totally. And then there's that simile. Hottie hottie, like a bag of Takis. That's so specific.
It is. And very current, right?
Yeah, it paints such a clear picture, like that intense, spicy, almost aggressive kind of hotness. It's definitely not, like a summer's day.
No, definitely not. It's very modern, very direct, and that connects to the overall language, too. The whole song is just packed with slang, informal words.
Which makes it feel really immediate.
Exactly. It feels current, relatable, like they're talking directly to a contemporary audience, not at them from some polished distance.
So, okay, pulling all these threads together, what can we kind of guess or infer about Katseye themselves, their background, where they are as artists, just from this one song?
Well, it's interesting. This really confident, almost brash tone, you can definitely reflect a group that's, just starting out and really wants to make their mark.
Like, we're here, deal with it.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
All the talk about being the shit, the excitement about the new beat, it screams new energy, wanting to have a big impact. And using all that modern slang, the references like Tesla, Takis, it strongly suggests they're aiming to connect with a specific audience, probably younger, right?
Yep.
They want to be seen as relevant, totally clued in.
Makes sense. Position themselves.
Yeah. Now, obviously, we don't have their whole life story from just these lyrics.
Of course not.
But the vibe they're putting out, it definitely paints a picture of a group that's ambitious and ready to make some noise very boldly.
Right. So wrapping up this deep dive on Gnarly, what we've really found is a song built on this bedrock of confident energy.
Yeah, exuberant confidence, maybe.
Exuberant, good word. It takes this one slang term, gnarly, and just runs with it, making it this flexible stamp of approval for everything from like snacks to mansions, all delivered with a ton of self-assuredness and this kind of playful swagger.
Which leads us to maybe a final thought for you, the listener, to chew on.
Yeah.
How does using slang this boldly, these really specific current references, how does that actually work in today's music world? Does it help a song cut through? Does it connect?
Or does it risk dating itself quickly?
Exactly. And what does it tell you about how new artists like Katseye here try to position themselves and grab your attention in such a, well, frankly, crowded space? Something to think about.